Second Foundation. You know what? Let's talk about Apple TV Plus's Foundation. By the way, this is the third video covering the original trilogy of Foundation, and there are spoilers, both to the TV series and to the novels. It's season 2. I just watched episode 2 this week, and in it, we have the Emperor mentioning Bel Rios. He doesn't like Bel Rios. We also have Gail having a future vision in which she sees the mule. This is not the mule that I've been reading about. So we have the names of some characters coming into play who are really important in the second and third book of the Foundation trilogy, but I'm not optimistic about how they will be portrayed, or maybe betrayed, by this production. The production values for Foundation are high, and there are some very good actors who are chewing up the dialogue, even if it may be somewhat clunky at times. But there's a lot of deviation from the Foundation trilogy that Isaac Asimov wrote. One other thing, as of filming this, I just saw Star Trek Strange New Worlds episode, Those Old Scientists. Boimler and Mariner in a crossover from Lower Decks? This may have been the best Star Trek episode that I've seen. Be sure not to skip the opening credits. You'll thank me. All right. Second Foundation by Isaac Asimov, 1953. We have two novellas in this story. Search by the Mule and Search by the Foundation. The first novella was published in Astounding Science Fiction, January of 1948. Its title was Now You See It. The second novella was published almost 2 years later in December 1949 and January of 1950. It was called And Now You Don't. Get it? Now you see it, now you don't. This kind of summarizes what these two novellas are about. It's about finding second foundation. Both these novellas were quite strong. The Mule is ascendant. He has defeated Foundation and is seeking out second foundation. While first foundation was strong in technology, second foundation may be strong in psychology. The Mule wants to stop all threats to his new empire. It's a game of cat and mouse and of will. In the second novella, we see the aftermath 60 years later. The Mule is dead. His control over Foundation is gone, and Foundation is reestablished. There's a warlord in charge of the Mule's crumbling empire. This warlord again attacks Foundation. But is there a second Foundation? Will they come to the rescue of First Foundation? Those in First Foundation don't even know if there is a second Foundation, if it exists, and if they can trust on it to rescue them. Harry Seldon's convoluted plan becomes clear in this novella. The end of Second Foundation takes us approximately 500 years past the fall of the Empire. There is a satisfying conclusion to this trilogy. I gave Foundation 5 out of 10. I gave Foundation and Empire 8 out of 10. Both stories were strong in this one. And I would do the same for Second Foundation. I give it an 8 out of 10. I think I enjoyed Foundation and Empire a little bit more than I enjoyed this one. It is a series of 5 stories and 4 novellas written in the 1940s by Isaac Asimov and collected into books 1951, 1952, and 1953. It'd be a couple of decades before Isaac Asimov returned to this universe. The universe building is strong. We have some interesting characters. Primarily, what you might think of as some of the villains. The mystery of the Second Foundation drives forward the plot. Overall, I give the Foundation trilogy 7 out of 10. Now, I have some trepidation about where the series is going. Empire and Foundation are at loggerheads, but the Mule in the books is an independent agent. How will the TV series portray the Mule? I wonder if the TV series will have good enough ratings that we will find out. Let me know what you think about Second Foundation, the whole trilogy, and the TV series. I may have a follow-up episode when Series 2 is complete. be sure to include your comments below. Be sure to subscribe to not miss any videos. As always, keep reading.